Abanoke means tomorrow we will win. So if you can give me one, Anakma Abanoke. Tomorrow we will win.
Mekuda min chin kiohe, no home pipi say, me my crystal, me my okanichi saponi, me my mebin watiwa. So in my traditional language of Tutelo Saponi, I just said, hello, my name is Crystal. I'm a citizen of the Okanichi Band of the Saponi Nation. Hey! I am I'm from Mebane, and you're welcome here. So, we just got back, Russell and I, we were at the White House for a meeting with CEQ to talk about the National Environmental Policy Act and why we need to help protect it. So thank you so much, Jason, for being our filler. It's so beautiful to see you guys here. We did pack this park. So with no further ado, I want to introduce to you Chief Jesse James Swan Jr. He is the chief of the Piscataway Conoy tribe. And here you go, Chief. He's going to welcome us to his land.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Chief Jesse James Swan. I'm the chief of the Piscataway Conoy tribe. We welcome you. This is Piscataway homeland, and everybody here is welcome. Okay, I'm a Beaver clan, and by no means do we support, these drilling and the pipelines and everything that's taking place. So when Crystal, our sister Crystal, asked us, could we come and support her? We were like, hell yeah, we're gonna support you. But, we gotta be here for you. This is what everybody needs to do. We all have to stand together and fight for this because we can't let this happen. I'm gonna sit there holding a bottle, a cardboard bottle of water right now. But this is what oil should be put in. We're not going to sit there and be, drinking out of oil out of cardboard, drinking water out of the cardboard when the oil and stuff is there. And from my understanding, y'all been fighting for this like 10 years, right? It's been a long time, and it's time to stop. And it takes all of us being together, to support her and support all the nations in getting this done.
Injury, harm, and injustice is being inflicted upon our communities by people who live far from the poisons and the rising waters and the fires and the flaring and the fuming incinerators and the coal dust and the cancer alleys. They injure us even as they attempt to silence our voices and criminalize our collective rejection of their false promises and corrupt policies. All in the name of so-called critical infrastructure. So we reject their deadly infrastructure and we present our own critical needs. The voices and stories of people gathered here today say more than no sacrifice zones. We say more than stop MVP. We say let us live and let us thrive.
Cannot be about the self-interest of capitalist corporations, be they big oil or big renewable. It's about the self-determination of frontline environmental justice communities from Brooklyn and the Bronx to Baltimore to the Gulf South, Indian country, and Appalachia. Climate change and climate justice is also about collective rather than selective choices. Climate change is a series of moral questions. An inquiry of what we're willing to allow to continue, what we're willing to transform, and if we're willing to transform at all. We have to move away from selective actions, selective mindsets, selective narratives, and arrive at collective justice. That's why I gotta say this right now. Big green groups and their acolytes need to understand that selective access to lawmakers and selective access to the White House to celebrate racist and classist bills like the Inflation Reduction Act are not as imperative as collective access to climate justice. And I know my time is up, Gene, so I'm going to close by saying this. Climate justice is also about navigating contradictions and navigating abject hypocrisy. Here I hold a letter written by the Senate EJ caucus in 2020, which includes Tammy Duckworth, Cory Booker the Boot, and a Tom Carper from Delaware. And this is a letter that says, For more than 50 years, NEPA has served not only as our nation's preeminent instrument for protection of the environment, but also a critical tool for civil rights. So what the fuck happened in the last 2 years? What happened in the last 2 years? And now we get word that the White House is behind this dirty deal as well. So let me say this in closing. Democrats need to be less concerned with a potential government shutdown this close to the midterm elections and more concerned with the shutdown of black, brown, indigenous, and poor white voters who live in the communities that you are sacrificing. Because it's this simple. Asking people you're sacrificing to get out and vote for you would be like trusting the Proud Boys to take an all-black Girl Scout trip on a fucking camping trip. Enough is enough. We're here for the justice, and we have to punch a certain man in the chin to get that justice. We're here to do it. And let's do it.
If this dirty bill goes through, then we will just be seeing the saddest thing of our lifetime. My livelihood, I want to share it with my children, their children, and all of the future generations of the Yupik, Jupik, and Dene people in Southwest Alaska. So keep on keeping on. All of you guys are so beautiful. I am so happy to be spending all of this time and fighting for things that actually matter. Just keep being the bad people that you are and keep fighting for our Mother Earth. She is always worth fighting for. Thank you so much.
What's up, everybody? My name is Alexis Rayana. This is my dear friend, Miss Charlie Lowry. This first song that we're going to sing for y'all, everybody knows, it's obvious that there is a direct correlation between the pillaging and the destruction of our environment and a direct correlation to our women. And right now, since the beginning of time, we've been fighting against the movement, the missing and murdered Indigenous women movement. And this first song that we're going to sing for y'all is directed for them. Go now, can't be knocked down. Rise up now, up high, Lord. Go now, can't be knocked down. Rise up now, up high, Lord. Go now, can't be knocked down. Rise up now, up high, Lord. Go now, can't be knocked down. Rise up now, up high, Lord. Go now, can't be knocked down. Rise up now, up high, Lord. Go now, can't be knocked down. Rise up now, up high, Lord. Hey, gotta get away though. Some things never change. It's pumping through my veins. Nobody ever asked how you're running from the past is true. 'Cause I've had enough of your dirty little ego. Educated boy, you should know. After all the blood we paid, you're calling shots for me. Give me all the liberty that's due. 'Cause I've had enough. Just set me free and keep my memory going now. Can't be knocked down. Rise up now, up high, oh Lord. Go now, can't be knocked down. Rise up now, up high, oh Lord. Hey, damn the river, let me flow. The dark river still floods my soul. Enough of the shame. I'm tired of playing games. I got bigger, better things to do. 'Cause I've had enough of when the red fears grow. Say the name, I'll feel the pain. I'm praying for change. This crimson dress is torn, and it's something I've been born into. Yahweh. Yahweh, thank you.